My jealous wife has been starving my daughter on purpose. I felt that my daughter's wishes were disregarded. I took my daughter out to eat, brought her some sweets, and we bonded and talked a lot. I discovered my wife has been purposely cooking food my daughter doesn't like. My daughter has never been one to complain, so she has been using money from her paycheck, and she wasn't going to eat this particular night because she had no intention of pulling money out of her account savings. We got home around midnight, and my wife was upset that I took my daughter out instead of convincing her to eat her cooking. My wife and I will chat long when I'm off work. Maybe I'll starve her rather. The talk with my wife went horribly. I asked her what was going on. My wife was hesitant and she didn't want to have this talk at all, but finally she said she hates cooking for my daughter. She said that it was too much to go out of her way to constantly go out of her way to accommodate her, and how annoying it was to always make sure the food was cooked to a certain texture and seasoned to my daughter's liking. She then revealed that she stopped cooking food the way my daughter liked because our son didn't like it. She then proceeded to say that my daughter just needed to grow as it was only food and wouldn't hurt her, and how her being picky was just a draining. I asked why she didn't have a sit down with our kids to make some sort of compromise, and she said her son's needs came before my daughter's. She also revealed that she had straight up stopped buying more than half of my daughter's personalized grocery list because it was a waste of money and that our son what snacks that he wanted. I was dumbfounded and asked her if she was just going to let my daughter go hungry, to which she responded by saying all she had to do was eat the food she cooked. I asked her what was draining about putting 1 or 2 pieces of plain chicken aside. She said I wouldn't get it because I didn't cook for my daughter like she did. This was true, as I'm at work from 5 to 9 and I only cook dinner on weekends, holidays, and holiday breaks. She apologized to me, but suggested that I should convince my daughter to eat the food she doesn't like because it would make everyone's life easier. I then asked her if she would think the same thing if it was our son, and she didn't respond, which was answer enough. I went to talk to my daughter again to ask if my wife treated her in any way that showed her favoritism. What my daughter told me shocked me. She said that whenever she didn't eat my wife's food, she would call her a fatty. And that she should stop eating altogether then because she looks like a pig. Mind you, my daughter is skinny and still eats healthy. She also pinches her a lot randomly to the point where she bled. She often tells her that she wished she wasn't around, that her son would have been better as an only child. I'm about to unalive this chick. My jealous wife has been starving my daughter on. I worked there for years. Learned the sport, never gonna beat Mike Tyson, but was good at the sport, which helped me with my hate and anger. Then one day I met a new girl, a 20 female, at the cafe down the street from the gym. At this point I was 35, I know, huge age gap, but we just clicked. I don't believe in fate, or soulmates or anything like that, but if there is such a thing, we had it. I don't know how else to put it. We dated for 2 years and then got married. Her dad was an electrician and hired me on afterwards. I think mostly to know I would be able to support his daughter and know I was doing right by her, but also in case he needed to keep me in check. He never said this, but as a dad, I get it now. Well, 15 years later we are still together with 4 beautiful daughters. I just passed my master's license as an electrician. Thanks to my wife for pushing me to get my GED. She has been my rock, my cheerleader, my overall support through all of this, and I can't tell her enough how much she changed my life and how much I love her. Anyways, sorry for the tangent. So just this last weekend, I received an email from my stepsister. Not sure how she got my email address, but I know it isn't hard via the internet, not like I've been hiding. Mind you, I'm now pushing 50, so it's been 30 plus years since I've heard from any of them. It was a long email. Not gonna give you all of it, but the meat of it is, they now know what really happened. Mark I guess was busy drinking with his buddies on Friday and somehow my name was mentioned. Mark I guess started bragging how he set me up and took my girl. Yup, Mark and Lisa got together and got married, all those years ago. They were all laughing hoping I passed away on the streets. Bunch of rude and vile stuff. Guess he forgot Lisa was there and she heard it all. So she called my stepsister to let her know, and so Emily spent all weekend trying to find me. Like I said, the email was long. Short of it is, they want to apologize face to face, although it was already said in the email multiple times, and want to make up for lost time. I'm however indifferent to the idea. I have no ill feelings towards her, she obviously was young and had no real say in the matter. But with lots and lots of therapy, I learned to let go of that hate and anger and to let go of them. As well with all the love I receive from my wife, kids and in-laws, it's all I really need. I'm of the idea of just deleting the email and moving on like nothing happened. My wife thinks I should at least respond, even if to say something snarky like, thanks for finally believing me, only took over 30 years. Did I mention my wife has a mean/petty streak to her? Lol. She's awesome. Guess I'm not asking for advice, just wanted to share my story. I worked there for years.